G'day mate and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, JD. In our last episode, we built a little bit more power so we can power ourselves into the next tier of the research, which we also unlocked in last episode. We also moved Mr. Shippy back home where he belongs, and today I need to work on two important things. One of them's important for the people and the other ones are definitely important to me. The first one we need to work on is food. You know, like I said, it's sort of important to the people. They're a little bit concerned about only having a couple of months worth of supply left. The second one, which is the one that's very, very important to me, is of course gold. I want to start getting the gold mining up and running, but of course I cannot do that until I ask you that very important question. Of course, the question being, with us scraping the bottom of the gold mine, the wonderful love of Capital Industry gold mine, I need to ask you, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. Not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video. That's alright, I'm pretty sure we have some cannibals somewhere on this island and I can feed you to them instead. Alright, today, first thing I need to do is do something about food. Turns out we only have 1 month worth of food supply left, which is probably a little bit concerning. And even though the belts are full of food, if I click on each of the farms, they don't have any output of extra food, just blocked up, can't get out. So the belts are running fine, the food's running fine. One thing I can do is increase the fertilization to get a little bit more food out of the system, which we're going to do because I have spare fertilizer. Not a lot of it, but I do have some spare. So we're going to max out all of those. Same thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the captain's office and tell the fat people that they need to be less fat, so they're not eating 40% extra food. Does mean now I have 2 months worth of food supply, which should be enough to keep us running for a little while. Next thing I need to do is, well, I'm going to have to build some more farms. So to build some new farms, we need to, well, find out where we're going to be putting them. I have had the team come out here and clear off all this, and any area we had any rock, I have, well, cleared off the rock mostly. This area still needs to be done, and pop down some new farms in exactly this area. So the first thing I actually want to do is grab a farm so we have the right size, and I plan on putting a farm right here in the corner. So I need to move this whole pipe because it's all in my way. Can I come out from our balancer? Yep. And I want to come out to the very corner tile, please. And we're going to go, well, all the way down to here in a dead straight line, please. Add more wood storage. I'm going to add more wood storage eventually. Not right now. I have other problems. Cool. And then I want to run that into there. Cool. That's going to be our first step to get the water pipe moved out of the way, the unsupported water pipe. And we're going to remove that. Cool. With that done, come on. I want to put my first farm, well, exactly here. The problem is I need to scrape out that ground, so I'm going to put the next farm here. Cool. That's where our first farm is going to go. And then I don't want to put any fertilizer in this, not at this stage. And I want to, well, okay, clear off some designations so we can see what the hell we're doing. That would probably help. Not those ones just yet. And I want to have, well, can I have the first farm? We probably should build it with uni. Second farm is going to go right beside it. Third farm beside that. Fourth farm beside that. Fifth farm goes here. Sixth, here. Seventh. Really? Really? 2 tiles. Okay. Did I line this one up correctly? I did. Okay, I don't see any spare tiles between my farms. Nope. Okay, you need to move. Oh, you can move. Excellent. Can I remove that and that? Can I remove that? Can I copy you? Oh, that didn't get removed with... Oh, it did get removed with you. Cool. Can I plug that back in there, please? And we're going to bring that into... Hello? There. Cool. That's all I need to do. Alright, so with you moved out of the way, we're going to get another farm. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to have a uni problem because technically we don't have positive amounts of uni anymore. Because, well, I've turned off plenty of food. I'm, what was that? 2 uni short? 2 uni short. Okay, so what I want to do with my farms is we're going to need some basic things to start with. I need a basic belt. I'm going to bring this out 1 tile, 2 tiles. Let's bring it out 2 tiles. Yeah. Can I bring that into here and into here and into here, please? And up to that one as well. Of course, these are irrigated farms that don't have irrigation yet. We'll get them irrigation shortly. Can I bring that to there? Cool. I also am going to want to clear a little bit of area here. Actually put these guys over the back. I want them out of the way. That is still on the water source, but More importantly, it's not the places I want to build. Cool. Can I get all of those belts built? And then I need to deal with the flat belt. The flat belt, we're going to put 1 tile above, and I'm going to drag it the wrong direction, but that's fine. I can reverse it afterwards. Cool. Can I flip that? And we're going to come out from you, and that's the angle. That's the angle. Cool. I'm going to repeat that process all the way along. So you go to there, you go to here, and here. Come on. Turn off shift mode. Thank you. There, and okay, I don't know. Because I'm using shift to drag the camera quickly, and then it's staying locked on because I happen to have the belt tool in my hand. Yep. Features. Cool. Can I put that? Oh, right at the end. Okay. Can I continue that out just a few more tiles? Excellent. And we're gonna plug you into here. No, into here. I don't need to use lifts on this. It's just not worth it. Actually, is it? Lifts have unlimited throughput speed. Actually, we're gonna try it. I've never tried. Can I do that? Yeah, can we try lifts? As just something different? Just because they have well, lifts, belts, all the belts have a speed limit, whereas lifts don't. Lifts are whatever speed the incoming belt is the match of the outgoing. Well, whichever's... They're not speed limited, okay? They run at whatever speed they possibly can. So that is possibly a better answer for us. Okay, can I get that built as well? Now, these are going to take a little while to grow some food because we need to wait for some rain. On top of that, I also need to have some more workers. So we're going to unpause that house. And screw it, we're going to unpause that house as well. That is all the workers I could possibly get. I also... no, can we have a world map? Can we go to here? Yep. Can I just adopt a few people to get things rolling? All right. So that's step 1. Step 2 is I want to have a bucket so we can collect our food. We're going to just have a tier 2 bucket for the veggies and a tier 2 bucket for the taters, which I'm just going to put here. I just need to have somewhere for those resources to go. We're going to have the trucks build that as well. And then I need to, well, add some water. Now, to add some water, what I'm going to be actually doing is a little bit different, a little bit crazy. We have all the water coming from all over the map comes to right here. This is setting a priority out to, well, actually it's a priority in from the food system because the food system does produce extra water. Yeah, it actually outputs a positive amount of water. So that comes into here as a priority in. I need to make sure I use that water first. Then we have a priority out that comes up here, feeds these farms, and then continues on to go up and feed manufacturing and everything like that, because all the steel needs water for the cool casters, we need water for the acid, so on and so forth. We then have this one here, which is actually a priority in, which is the excess water from the oil refinery, which is idle because we're just not using the water currently, which is also potentially a problem, and actually probably means this needs to be a priority in from that line as well. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to take water out from here as a not a priority out, but sort of a priority out because it needs to go to the farms. And I really want to plug into here, but I think that guy's going to get in the way. He is. Cool. Can I go over him? Really? I can't go over him at all? Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to have to go around. All right. So I'm going to need a new water pipe. And we're going to run this to here, over that dirt. I said over the tank, not through the tank. Okay. Can I move that, please? Can I unpause that so somebody can get that built? Yes, it is a pipe 3. We're going for max of water. And can I bring this to Megasloth? No. Compatible sorting plant found for mixed products. Cool. We'll get to that shortly. All right. Can I go to here? Can I go to here? And then I want to come to, well, this diesel pipe, which is going to be my... Cool. Can I... okay, can I put a pipe here? No, I'm going to delete this. Yep. Okay. Can I remove you? Can I remove a few tiles there and a few tiles there? And can I spend uni on that and uni on that? Cool. What I want to do is I want to bring a Mark II pipe to here. I then want to drop it down for a tile, head it forward for 1 tile, bring it back up, and then we're going to plug into there, which is going to give us a weird sort of connection, but that's fine. And then I need to have my little skinny pipe that goes into I need 2 tiles, and I only went down for 1. Okay. Okay. You are going to go forward and then into the bottom of that. That's what I wanted. Cool. And then I want to plug this into there. And then that is the only piece I actually have to build. And I guess I technically have to build that as one as well. All right, so that's going to provide our our diesel back into that system. And then it means I can, unpause that and continue the pipe through here. So I want to do my best to hopefully line up the pillars so I don't have to come back and rearrange them in the future, because that's the most fun thing I do between episodes. There. And then here, it doesn't matter. I want to come to here, and then we need to get up to there. And I want to go on the right side of the current water pipe eventually. But right now, we just need to get up the hill. Cool. Can I go under the diesel, through the diesel? I don't mind. Can I come down one? Actually, do I want to? No, I don't want to put the curve there. Can I run that through the diesel pipe and then go to height 5? I want to come forward a little bit to give myself a little bit more room around this corner for future projects. And then we're going to come to here. This water pipe is very permanent. The other one is very temporary. So we're going to remove the temporary one and get this one started being built. Can I have you come forward just to there? And then I can run this one, down to the ground and then up. That gives me plenty of clearance for any future projects. Rebuild that one with Uni because it's sort of, that's wrong. Sort of important. And I actually want to go to, can I start up here? Can I remove those designations in that straight line? Yes, please. Cool. So then I know the target I got to hit. All right, I want to come from here to that tile, that tile, that tile. Yes, okay. And then we're going to come up to the corner. And I want to be that tile. I want to go 1 tile further. Yep, there. Cool. And then I need to run along all the farms. So we're going to come to here, which is 1 tile away from the farms. Yep, thank you. And can I get that built at least? Yep. Built, please. Cool. All right, truck has no sorting plant. That is because you're from the Special Ops Mining Crew, and the Special Ops Mining Crew has found a little bit of sand. So I need to give them access to the sand sorter. So that is this one, and it's also this one. Okay. All right, same time, I don't need this alert message anymore because we're about to move on to Vehicle Parts 3, and wood storage is still a problem. And you are Special Ops team. Okay, so if I pause you, unpause you, you then refresh, and then you get the new commands. All right, so this is going to be our giant water pipe, which will bring plenty of water up to the farms, which I really need to plumb in straight away. So can we go from there to there? Can we go from there to there? There to there. That one to that one, please. Come on. That to there. And that one. And one more. Okay, that's our last farm, I believe. It is. Cool. Can I build that with Uni? Well, I didn't really want to build that part with Uni, but sure. Can I get that built, that built, that built, and that built? Okay, so we have some water. Potentially an awful lot of water. This should move at least up to 450 water per minute because, we are pumping so much water through this pipe that potentially I have an awful lot of throughput because we have an awful lot of the groundwater pumps on that pipe. So that's step number 1. That's going to give me some food. Food will pop into the boxes. The boxes shall get emptied into the food markets, and that should keep people happy. With that done, I can turn back on plenty of food. All right, so step number 1 done. Step number 2 is I want to take fertilizer across there because I have a decent amount of fertilizer in the pipes that we could be using. And I also want to upgrade the glass smelting because we have done the research for the Glassmaker Mark II. So let's do this part first and then fertilizer second. All right, to do this, I need to delete that, 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 and also delete this guy and this guy. Cool. All right, so the previous problem we had is of the 24 molten glass we had come in, 12 of it came out as actual glass, and 12 of it came out as broken glass. And then the 12 broken glass had to go back through smelter, of which point of the 12 broken glass that we re-solidified into, well, technically you're going to take in 72 broken glass, so we have a giant loss there because, you know, It takes a lot of 12s to make one lot of 72 to then get 48 molten glass again, to then repeat the process where half the glass gets broken. So yes, upgrading these is very, very important, hence why I want to get it done sooner rather than later. And I need to delete all of that. I also need to delete you. I need to delete, oh, I didn't actually need to delete that whole belt. Just need to delete that part. I need to delete the molten channel from there to there. I need to delete the molten channel from there to there. As this is all part of my upgraded smelter design, if we go back into update number 3, because I had to modify it for update number 3, upgraded smelters, we grab glass, what are we? Mark 4. This will be the 4th rendition of the glass furnace or the glass smelter. And yes, I have to put bigger glass makers right there. And they line up perfectly. Yeah, hopefully. All right, can I find glass, whoop, Control F, glass, because I have no idea which button it's under. Probably under smelting, but you need to go there. You need to go here, which should line up with that one. You need to go one tile to the left, it turns out. So you need to go up. And you need to go line up with that belt. So I need to have those tiny bits done. I need to have all of these guys done. And therefore I need to put a flat connector here. And then I would have had to put a flat connector here and plug you in. Cool. Can I get the belt done at least? And then I have a little bit of uni, 3 uni. Oh, never mind, I don't have any uni. And we'll just leave the trucks to get these guys built. They are a decent amount of construction parts. We have some construction parts, not nearly enough, as always. But that'll get glass back up and running. And now, of the, 60 glass mix I put in, I get 48 molten glass. And I will turn that into 48 actual glass. So this means my glass throughput just doubled again from one minor upgrade. Yep. So also means I can delete that off the list. Nice, go away. All right, so I want to take fertilizer. I want to take the fertilizer Mark II, which is the yellow pipe, and I want to take that over the farms. I'm going to grab the pipe from here. As long as I'm at height 4, the bigger dump trucks, the mega dump trucks that we don't have yet, can get through. No, I want to go one to the left. Can I go there? I'm going to block big excavators no matter what. The only way to get them through a area is with a bridge. But I'm not really ready to have bridges through here. Cool. I want to go to there. I'd like to go over that if possible. Can I go up? No. Go over? Under. No. This is fertilizer. We're going to run this at height 5. Uh-huh. Okay. Can I go... Okay, from there... the right tile? No, I need to go one tile left. That tile. No, it was that tile. Okay. I go from here. Cool. Up to height 5. Yep, definitely. I want to bring this out as far as I can. Yep, so the supports are out of the way of trucks. Where they're going to pop over here. We're going to come all the way through this mess. Trucks don't need access to any of this, so it doesn't matter. This is still a work in progress, temporary situation. So actually we might go left first to here. And then I want to go across this, which is definitely going to be a roadway, which will mean it's going to have a bridge in the future. And we will get to, this ramp up. Now the ramp up, I need the pipe to go on the right-hand side of the existing water pipe. So we're going to come to here, climb up the mountain, go through this mess, and when we get to here, I want to be on the right hand side. So can I go to this point? And I want to go one tile past. No, I want to go under the water pipe at this point. Yes. I got to think about pipe placement for the future. Okay. Then can I come all the way to this corner? Actually, do I do it? No. Can I go one tile? Yeah. Okay. Then can I have the trucks build that part? Cool. Then can I have a new pipe? Hello? Can you plug into there? Thank you. And we're going to bring this up to height number 4. Yep. Turn on the anti-magnet with the R button and come to the corner. Yep. Perfect. And then from the corner, I want to come to this location. Right there, please. Cool. That's where I want to have that pipe. All right. Now, because that pipe is currently a ghost, I can do this really cool thing where I cut it, and then I can have the whole pipe as a single item. If I hold down Shift, I can put that down, and then I can press the Q button, to come down a level. And I want to be one level below, which I believe is right there. And we're just going to put that pipe in place as well. Cool. Can I get both those pipes built? Actually, no, I changed my mind. Can I put that there? And then can I go down one more level and put that there as well? Yep, I'm going to have, turns out it's going to be 3 pipes plus the water. Right, so with the top pipe's at least done, it's at least confirmed, and it's at least plugged in at the other end. I want to put in a pipe balancer. We're going to be putting a pipe balancer right here behind a farm, and I want to put you connected to there. Then I want to bring you up to the top pipe. I want to bring you up to these, no. I want to bring you, okay, I want you to come to the second pipe, and then I want you to go to the pipe right above you. Yep. And then I want to click on the balancer, and I want to say, this is an in pipe, this is an in pipe, this is an in pipe. And if we click on the balancer again, we can see that you're an in, you're an in, you're an in, you're an out. Cool. Can I re-enable, well, actually, can I uni-build that, and we're just going to re-enable all those. And this is the little concoction I want to take with me. And I want to copy that in its entirety. No, I'm still missing the pipe from this side. Okay, can I copy from here to there? Okay, that's all the pipes I need. Great. And then I want to paste this here. Yep. And I want to paste this here. And I want to paste this here. And here. And also here. And then one here as well. And that should be all of them. Okay. So you are plugged in. Great. I'm just going to unpause. It's just going to be quicker. I don't really want to uni-build all this stuff. It's all little fiddly bits, and the trucks can get to them soon enough. And let's be honest, this is going to have fertilizer in it, and the fertilizer is not going to be along here for a while because it's a very long pipe. But the idea is I can plug 3 different types of fertilizer into the farms, and as you're going to use the top one as the priority, that means you're going to always use the fertilizer 2 first. If there is no fertilizer 2 available, then you're going to use the fertilizer 1 or the organic fertilizer. So they're going to be our 4 pipes, 3 pipes we're going to be running, which means I want to go to, you were meant to go up straight away. Try again. Okay, so to do this properly, I need to go from here. I need to go to here in a straight line. Okay, no, you're going down first. So I want to go there to there. You also go down first. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, can I grab this? Can I bring you out? No. I want to go... No, that pipe, that tile. Cool. I want to go to height number 5. Yep, here. And then to there. Great. I want you all the way up. Cool. So that's going to be our first pipe. We are still running fertilizer down to the farms, but now I really want more fertilizer. So we're going to pop back to our little poop factory, and we're going to unpause you. You're going to, of course, turn compost and dirt, and that means you're going to be using the dirt recipe, which is more compost efficient. And then whilst we're here, I do need to do a couple of other things. So one thing I do need to do sooner rather than later is we need to start building train tracks. And I'd like to do that right about now because I need to do a few things when it comes to the poop factory as well. So over here, I need to build an assembler. The assembler needs to make me train tracks because we don't want them. Now, train tracks are under train parts, and they require 2 items, the one being concrete slabs, the other one being steel. I already have concrete slabs here, but I also have iron. The problem is, the option is I could always start converting over to the steel recipe for construction parts, which uses a little bit less concrete slabs, which would probably be good for me, so we could get to concreting the rest of the world, but also use the steel. 12 steel actually costs more in the way of iron than 18 iron. So in my case, I'm going to be staying with the iron recipe. Also, I happen to have 56,000 wood that I sort of need to burn off somewhere. So we're going to stay with the iron recipe. But I do have concrete slabs. Concrete slabs is one of the ingredients I need. So we're going to grab the concrete slabs and plug it in there. Now, I've already maxed out my concrete slabs, so you're not going to be running at full speed. But then again, you make 16 rail parts, which is an awful lot. I still need to get steel. Funnily enough, we happen to have steel right here for construction parts number 3. So that's the other ingredient I need. We're just going to plug that into there. We'll remove that. We're going to get a flat lift, please, and plug that right there. So that's all we need to get rail parts up and built. So we're going to enable that. Now, of course, if I'm going to have rail parts, I'm going to store the rail parts. And my answer is going to be, we're just going to have one giant big box. Can I put that there? No, technically I'm one tile over. So we're going to have to go there, which is going to give you the shortest belt in the world. I don't want to do a direct connection in case I need to, in some stage in the future, well, have more machines making rail parts. I don't think I will, but it's always an option. Can you do that and that? I know you guys are literally right there, but you're too damn slow. Okay, so with that done, you should get some steel, you should get some concrete slabs. We should start making rail parts, but to build train tracks, I need more than just rail parts. I need a second ingredient, and if I get a bit of rail and drag it out, I also need, well, the other item up there, which is actually gravel. So I need to start mass making gravel. Now, the good news is we do make, well, gravel, technically, as part of concrete. But I'm mainly using the slag crush recipe. At least for now, I will get rid of the slag crush recipe in the future, but for right now, I'm using that. So I need to find a different place where I can get gravel from. The good news is, over here, we happen to have a giant machine that makes a whole lot of gravel. Now, it's making gravel for a couple of reasons. One of them is for our, well, gravel and our compost equals dirt, which gives us more fertilizer. More fertilizer organic makes us more fertilizer 1, more fertilizer 1 makes us more fertilizer 2, more fertilizer 2 makes us more farms, which makes more people more happy. Yep, so that's an option. But on top of that, you also make gravel for our filter medium. Filter medium, of course, goes into the poop factories to clean up the poopy water and make the poopy water less poopy. Also, I happen to need for that manufactured sand. Manufactured sand also comes from gravel. And you make 144. So we're going to go 144, and then we need to work out what amount we're using. If you're running at full speed, you're going to use 48, so we're going to subtract that. If you're running at full speed, even though that's highly unlikely because you make 36, but then again, you need 8, that's 16, and that's 32. There's overproduction built in, but we're going to assume that you're running at full speed. You're going to use another minus 24. Yep, so I have 72 left over. Of the 72, you're using 8 and you're using 8, but you guys are outputting the manufactured sand, which it turns out I'm only using 12 of. So if I 144 minus 48 minus 24 minus 12, there we go, there's the maths. I actually have exactly 60 left over, which is really convenient because I'm going to have a bucket right about, here. You're going to be not that item, and you're going to be for gravel. So I want to take a belt out from here where we have our gravel. I want to intentionally make it sure it's a 60 belt so we don't take too much, and I'm going to bring that to there. I'm going to move that. I'm going to push the bucket forward, and I can then put in a loose lift. We're going to put a lift in right there, which is flipped the wrong direction, but that's the item I need. So if I'm going to do that, I need to make sure more than 60 can get to this point. So I'm going to intentionally upgrade these 2 belts. With those 2 belts upgraded, you can now move, well, from the little connector here, you can move 50% that way, 50% that way, and at this point, we know we have at least 60 left over that can go into here. So I need to build that. On top of that, I need filter medium. Filter medium we need for a few things, mainly for cleaning up, well, our wastewater, and also sometime in the future, I need to clean up toxic slurry. We're going to get into toxic slurry. It's a few items away, but I'd like to, well, have the machine that has a whole lot of overproduction to just package up that filter medium for us and let us take off with it. So to do that, what I need to do is I need to put a little gap in this belt. Can I go with here and here? And then can I get a U-shaped balancer? Yep, we're going to put that right in there. I'm going to make sure you have a priority out because it's very important that we clean up people's poop. And that gives me just a tiny bit of room that hopefully I can get a belt out. So can I go to here? Come on. You know you want to. Once you go, okay, I need you to have that piece first. Yeah, cool. Then can I delete that piece? Cool. And then can we go from here up and here? Cool. I need to get to here. I then need to do a U-turn because you would think I could get out via past that machine. Turns out there's no tiles left over whatsoever. And then I need to bring this to, let's go with here. Sure. So then can I have another bucket, just a little one, to store a little bit of filter medium? We're going to put you here. Yep, because I don't have to access any of that stuff. Can I have you intentionally for me turn in this direction? Cool. Can I delete that? I could delete that, but I don't need to delete that. And then we're going to get a U-shaped lift, which we're going to put right there. Cool. Can I flip you around the right way? And we're going to plug that into there. That's going to be for our filter medium. And we're just going to bucket up what I can, what I'm not using. And I need to have both those done. Cool. Can I get that done, and that done? Right. That should be all I need to, start bucketing up some gravel and some filter medium for trains of the future and other projects. So with those two things done, I want to go to my fertilizer pipe. It doesn't have a lot of fertilizer in it. And you are semi-full. Cool. With you being semi-full, I'm actually producing 9 ammonia. You're only processing 12 ammonia. So it's time to turn on the next chemical plant. Can I get you built? And you guys are taking in, 30 organic fertilizer. We have a 200 pipe. More importantly, we have a tank that's partially full. So I have plenty of leftover. And you taking a 30, right? 30, and that is a type 2, type 2, type 1. Yep, okay. So you are going to now output 45 and 45. That's being 90 of the fertilizer Mark 1, which in theory, between this machine and this machine, I can consume, but you don't have any sulfur. So what I want to do is turn on this, because you only burn off excess sulfur, if I have excess sulfur, and you can now consume 60 and 60, which is, a little bit more than what we're making here, which means you two should consume all the fertilizer Mark 1, because I don't really want fertilizer Mark 1 if I can have the Mark 2. You guys are producing 100 and... I know, you can upgrade. Well, actually, I'm doing 45 and 45, so I'm technically producing 90, and technically I'm processing 90. But if I don't click this button, I'm going to forget that he's a lower version than everybody else, so we're just going to upgrade him. But it does mean that I'm doing 36 and 72, which is... 36 plus 72 is 72. Thank you. 108, which is that's a pipe Mark 2. That's pipe Mark 2, but that there is pipe Mark 1. So can I get you upgraded to this split? Okay. We can leave the Mark 1 pipe going that way. This we're gonna have to also upgrade to a Mark 2 because I want all the fertilizer heading this way now, and that should take it to the first split. So then from there, I want to upgrade that pipe. I want to upgrade that pipe. Upgrade that pipe. That pipe. That pipe. That pipe. And that pipe. And what is it? It was next harvest. No, where's previous harvest? Last harvest. Lack of fertility. Okay, lack of fertility. I realize. Okay. So you're meant to get. Lack of fertility, yeah. So we got 35% of the crop that we're expecting, which would have been 60, and that is just, yes, lack of fertility. So to fix that, I can now start dragging these bars up. We are, actually, better look at this one. It's 65% normally, so I'm going to drag you up to 80%. 80%, please. 80%. Also 80%. 80% here. And here, and also that one. Cool. Right, so that should provide us even more crops. These buckets are full, which means I probably don't need more crops, but it's good to know. You guys are struggling to reach destination, which is where? The light just went off. No, it is these machines. Well, I don't want you to reach these machines. Please don't. Please don't, and please don't. Cool. Can I copy that to there? All right, so we are making the rail parts. We're also making the fertilizer. I want to also, wrong bridge, this bridge. I want to also grab the Mark 1 fertilizer as well. So I want to come out to height 4, height 4, height 4. I don't think you can go over that, so we're just going to go around that. Yeah, it looks great to me. And you know, under there, can I go height 4, yes, and then bring that through. What? Thank you. Height 4, more height 4. The corner. If you're at height 4, big trucks can get underneath. So yep, that should be fine. We're gonna run to here. We're gonna pop over here as height 4 as well. Don't stick out tile. Be good. There and there and there. And up to there, and over to, nope. Come on, straight, and height 5 when you get there. Cool. All right, we're gonna head up this hill just like we did previously, and Can I come to... Yeah, at height 5 really doesn't matter because I'm imagining I'm going to have to rearrange a lot of these pipes in the future. Once we get a more firm line position on everything, but you should come around to this corner and then plug into the corresponding pipe I already built for you. So with that done, that should be able to let me bring over the fertilizer Mark 1. If for some reason we might run out of Mark 2 fertilizer, we can then leach some off that pipe, although it's mostly empty. I also need to do the organic fertilizer in the future, but that one I need to do with balancer. So we send everything here and we only take the excess over there. You guys are missing fertilizer. You're missing ammonia. Yep, you're missing ammonia, which is bared on our sour water. So it really comes down to that process. So with that done, that should get more and more fertilizer running. Also should get more farms running. Also means I can potentially start getting rid of these because this is 6 farms here. This is also 7 farms, so technically it's one more farm, but just importantly, remove that and remove that and also remove that. This I plan on very quickly doubling. So we're going to take this, we're going to line you up 2 tiles away, yep. I'm going to put you there, we're going to put you here. Oh, you don't have a connector there, ready to go. Okay. And then I should be able to copy that, and we should be able to go, right there, plus right there, plus here, and this one as well, and here. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna have just a few more farms. And can I get all of those built, please? Yep, and all the bits and pieces. Excellent. Right, same story. I need to have these 3 pipes. This should be as easy as I want to be 2 tiles away, right? 2 tiles away. 1 tile away. Cool. 1 tile away is here. We're gonna go. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this intentionally with a 60 pipe. 60 pipe, please. And can I start actually right here? And can I come all the way to the end? Done. Cool. With that done, I'm going to, same as I did before, I'm going to, that's at height 2. Yep, that means little trucks can still get underneath. Can I put you here, and here, and here, and here? Cool. That is all our pipes laid in. The only thing I need to do is, I need to copy this thing, but I need to do all of it this time. So we're going to do both sets of pipes and the water in. That looks right. Can I flip you? And where's that ingress pipe? On that side. Okay. So ingress pipe for the fertilizer is there, which means I need to rotate you that way. And then can I want to you I need to build, and you I need to build. The other 2 I can just build outright. Can I upgrade you? And can I upgrade you? And then can I upgrade you 1 more tier? Dirty Tower has no place to dump products. Okay, I'll be right with you. I'm building some pipes and building some food. Because your wife at home complained that I hadn't fed up. Okay, cool. Can I put that there? Can I put that there? Can I put a connector there and a connector there? Cool, they're now all plugged in. And then all I want to do is I want to trim off 1 tile from there. I don't think I can trim off that, I think. Yes. Okay, can I trim off that as well? And can I put that there? And can I just grab you and dump you there? Yep, that should have less connectors on it. It does. Cool. Or less supports, because if I copy the existing one, it would be full of nothing but supports. Can I put that there and there? And where are we? That one. And that one. And that one. Cool. Can I unpause all of those? Yep. And if we just bring up the, I bring up the T button for the transports, I can see I don't have any green lights or red lights, which means they're all plugged in, which is great. Nope, wrong one. High supply of organic fertilizer in. So I'm making too much poop. I can't make enough fertilizer, which is a bit of a problem. We gotta ignore that for a little while. Also, you. What is your problem? You are here, and you keep saying I have no where to dump products, which I don't understand at all. But I'm pretty sure that all this dirt is done. It is. Cool. Can I remove that? And that. And we can remove all of that. And all that. And all that. And this area is now done. Now flat, I just need to do this little cut in here and the cut in for the new pumps. Can I have that back, please? Mining. Yep. I want you to ramp up so we can get the trucks in. And you are tower in charge of dirt dumping. You are. Cool. Can I get edit area? Can I get this? Can I build this to here? And can I have height 4 over the whole damn thing? Here. Yep. I need a little bit of room for the trucks to get through. And I'll do this. Alright. So you guys can go dump your dirt there. Organic fertilizer. Truck is probably stuck. Yep, super stuck. Can you get recovered? And yeah, you guys are meant to dig in from here. Get access down to that. Or you can ignore me and find a different way to get yourself stuck. Yep, works fine too. Can I go those tiles as well? We're just trying to scrape out the last of the iron and also trying to fill this in a row at a time. Just so as I dig things out, it's already filled prior to me having to do the great cleanup where we try and fill in a massive hole. I'd like it if the hole is partially filled in. All right, so that's done. That's done. And research, we did gold, but I also at the same time completed the research for, well, the haul trucks and the mega excavator. So what I'd like to do very quickly is turn on this building. So can I do that? Okay. Can I unpause you? Can I set your recipes to being vehicle parts number 3? And I'm going to turn off. I already turned it off. Yep, I've turned off that alert, so you guys can just start making vehicle parts 3. I'm not in any particular rush because you make 4 per minute. And if we actually look at the research, oh, yeah, it's probably easy to look at the research. If I go to what we're working on right now, and we go down 1, you need 90 parts. You need 90 parts. You need 180 parts. We're making 4 per minute. It's going to be a while before we start kicking out some bigger and bigger, better excavators. But the last thing I need to get to, the very last thing, is, well, the all-important gold. We have gold in the mountains. So what I need to do is, again, use the blueprint because it's just easier to put down all sort of, if it comes pre-configured with all the settings. We're going to put you here. Okay, if I put you there, that's the rock and the stone. That means that's the ore output. Yep. I want to build that. I also need to, more importantly, as it's going to be mining gold, name the tower correctly. This is the gold mine control tower. Also, I need to get in a couple of vehicles. We're going to add 3 excavators are ready to go. Also 5 trucks. And of those excavators, I need to put them in charge. So can I get our first excavator, which is not where I clicked. Oh, there it is. First excavator. First excavator is the wonderful Warhammer Rubble. Warhammer Rubble, thank you for being a wonderful YouTube member. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. I have a feeling there's a pipe or something in your way, so you can't get out of the base. Yep. All right, that's fine. I'll find the pipe and get it out of your way. All right, next one I need to put in charge of the war team, because they're going to be mining my gold, is, of course, well, War Mad Max. Thank you again for being a YouTube member. Thank you again for choosing to support the channel. I very, very much appreciate it. And I'm more appreciated that you are in charge of protecting all my gold. Last one I need to do is also a YouTube member, also enjoys early access videos and is support the channel, is I need to thank, say a big thank you to the Welsh Warrior, who is also in charge of all my gold. Yep, those pipes are, oh, you guys are height 4. No, okay, so you can get under a 4. You're at height 5. You're at height 5, you're at height 5. So why can't you guys drive through here? It's saying, oh, this pipe's doing it. Okay, the other fertilizer. Yep, okay, can I remove that and remove that? And actually, can we remove cable all the way back to the corner? So this needs to be a bridge eventually. After I work out exactly what we're going to do it. Come on, go. Can I get you to pop out one more tile? So you'll be height 5. Then I can dump your supports here, and here, and here. And then I can plug you into that. Perfect. That'll do that. And all 3 of you should be on the way the Great Gold Mine. The Great Gold Mine needs to have some designations and a few other things, but I also need to get the Special Ops team out of the way, who is still carving their way down to the next level, because I also need to get access down here. But gold we're going to be covering in the next episode. Either way, I need to call it here. We do have mega vehicles at least partially organized. I don't have the Vehicle Depot Mark II yet, but we'll have to build that in the future. And we've also unlocked the biggest boxes, the best boxes, the giant storage boxes, which cost even more construction parts, which I don't have. And I also need to set this up, which I will do. Anyway, with all that said and done, I'm going to close this video here. We now have, gold mining starting in the future, and we have an awful lot of food on some farms and on some belts ready to go. I'm probably going to end up belting them into the city because I don't really want trucks to move this small amount down every month. But also means I can get rid of these farms, which means we have more room for more factory. And that's what it's all about, right? But with all that said and done, I'm going to call it here. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the very next video. All right.